favorite chef. I am going to make a fabulous should I say soup recipe. I've made this a million times, and honestly and truly, I really felt like I did not know how to make chicken noodle soup before this recipe. It features our pressure cooker, which is our multi-cooker, and so much more. Super easy to use. There's a cord wrap in the back, and then there's a button in the back to turn it on, and you can do everything in here from soups to chili. You can do multi-cooking because it has an inner pot, so that means you can do things at once, like salsa chicken and cilantro lime rice, or make a roast, and then you could do garlic mashed potatoes up in here. We're not going to use the ceramic pot for this recipe, and also you see it has the rack in there, so you can just make chicken even from frozen in like minutes. It's crazy amazing. About 15 minutes is all it takes. And then I also love making lots of other things in here that come with the recipe book. It comes with that. But if you see, you can even do slow cook. You can do sous vide, which is a French term for water bath cook. This is how steakhouses make this perfect, amazing, and moist steak and then hit it on the grill. So it's super, super, super perfect. You can even do yogurt, sterilize with this, all of these things. You can make hard-boiled eggs in here. I love doing that too. Super quickly and amazing, and they peel easily too. Ask me a tip about that. All right, so let's get started with this recipe. We're gonna start with some onion, and so I am going to use our Foundation chef knife. Look at this thing, is this gorgeous or what? And it's got, it has a rivet here, and so this actually has a lifetime warranty. It comes with 4 different knives. Here is the Foundation's holder. It's so pretty, right? So you can do you have the paring knife, utility, bread knife, and the 8-inch chef knife. But the best thing about this is you can fold this, and then you can store it right in your drawer. How amazing is that? So you can do it 2 different ways, okay? So I'm gonna use it for the onion really quick, and I'm gonna do a 1, 2, 3 on the onion, which is basically 1, 2, and a slit right there. So 1, 2, 3 on this. We're gonna peel it super easily. And then, best tip ever, my husband gave me a long time ago that I do every single time I use onion in recipe, is the trick so you don't cry, okay? So I'll show you really quick over here, and I'm gonna put cold water and rub it, just like that. Flip it, rub it, okay? So rub it on both sides, that usually helps. Calls for a medium onion. I'm thinking I probably need half of this onion. And when you scrape food to the side, always use the back end, not this piece, so you don't want to ruin your blade or anything like that. So I'm actually going to, I'm just gonna actually kind of quarter this up a little bit, because I'm going to use our twist and chop, which is so fabulous and so darn quick. Here it is right here. Twist and chop has 2 buttons, a pulse, and I'm gonna show you a shot of this and how it works on the side, because you pulse it. Oh, that's the go, sorry. That's the go-go, but did you notice how it goes up and down like that? Here's the pulse. A little bit, right? Either way, which is great because of that up and down feature, that means that nothing's going to get trapped. Everything is going to chop up evenly, okay? So I'm going to throw this in here. You can also see there's a pour spout. There's measure markings on there. All dishwasher safe, which we love. And the other thing is it has a well at the top, so you can actually add liquid in here as you use it. So I do that a lot when I make mayonnaise. I think I talked about that in another video, where I use avocado oil and I make mayonnaise with just like 1 egg yolk, I think, and like 1 other ingredient. Maybe it's vinegar or something like that. Okay, so here it goes. How fast is this? You ready? Quick, huh? Okay, so there is our chopped up onion, no crying, easy peasy to clean because it's all dishwasher safe. That's a lot of onion. I don't think we need that much, okay? So let's go for that in just a second, and then we're going to also do some celery. So we're gonna do that. You can also do salsa, pesto, hummus with that, all kinds of different things. I always like to keep all my herbs in our herb keeper set. This actually has 3 pieces to it. There's your herb stripper, there's this piece which you see it's in water, and so this will actually keep your veggies fresh for about 2 weeks, which is crazy, right? I have green onion in there, I put parsley, and I put cilantro, I put asparagus, kale, things like that. This is one of the best pieces of the set because you can actually throw the fresh herbs in there and turn it, and then it all comes out chopped, easy peasy, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just take the ends off of these, just like that, and I'm gonna cut these in half because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my favorite products, which is our quick slice. Guess what it does? Quickly slices, yes, yes. So I can put a whole bunch of these down on here and I can slice these up in one shot, okay? So I'm gonna kind of pile them up in there like that. I'll just do this in 2 batches so that you can see how this works. And then we're just gonna kind of rock it down. So we're gonna push, rock it down, and then there is all of those the celery chopped. Seriously, perfectly chopped. And what that means is it's also going to cook evenly, which is so cool, right? So I'll do another batch in just a second. Let me get my pot in here ready to rock and roll. The other thing is it has this hook here, so you can hang that. It's got, I think this is 5-quart stainless. So we're gonna hit it to sear. Okay, let's see where we're at. Sear, yep. We're gonna turn it on by pressing the button. So that's ready to rock and roll. And then all I'm gonna do is add a little bit of oil to this. We have a couple different products that show, that use oil well. So if you're kind of like, get the bottle and pour it in kind of person, this is great. This is our vinegar and oil dispenser. And if I give it a squeeze like that, you see it actually shows the measure marking there. So you can literally just throw it down in like that, just like that, which makes it easy. And this is glass, just so you know that. Or we have our kitchen spritzer, been online forever, love it because it has a filter now. So you can even do infused oils by adding fresh garlic or herbs, things like that. If you want to, you pump it, you refill it over and over. No chemicals on this, not like the can. And then you just spray it, and then you see like that is covering the entire surface of that, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and release the pressure, and we're gonna store that away. And then the only other thing I need to do now is I'll add the onions and the celery. So even though we should get a little bit hotter, I'm just gonna throw these in here right now, okay? So we're gonna throw a couple of this batch that I did of the celery in just so that I could do the other batch really quickly. And this can also be used for mushrooms, hard-boiled eggs, strawberries. You can do zucchini, you can do cucumbers. Anything that is soft, all right? It works well for that. So do you see how cool that is? So quick and easy. And this is also dishwasher safe too. So anything soft is for that, okay? All right, and then the other thing we're going to do is we are going to add some garlic. So I'm gonna add a couple cloves of garlic here. And there's actually 3, 4-ish in here. I might just go for the whole shebang. I didn't pull out my garlic press. Let's see where it's at. I think it's in my dishwasher because guess what? I use it all the time, right? All right, here it is. Okay, so we're gonna use the Pampered Chef Classic garlic press. Everyone loves it. And I'm gonna throw this down in here with the peel on it, okay? That's the amazing thing about our garlic press. So we're gonna put it right down. I'm gonna do actually a couple of these. We're gonna throw 2 cloves in there. I'm gonna shoot it in on a 1, 2, 3. And yes, look at all that. Is that crazy amazing? And I will tell you guys that it does come with a little, I call a Barbie brush. And mine is missing in action. I think I need another one. So then there is a little bit more garlic there. Again, I use the back side of this, and then we can take the skin out. So all of that is not going into our food, right? So take the skin out, easy peasy, and then we're gonna throw these other 2 garlic pieces in here because garlic is super good for you, right? So we're just gonna shoot that in there, give it a press, take the back side of my knife now, and oh my gosh, this is smelling amazing already. Yes, yes. All right, so boom. We don't want to waste any of that garlic. And there is the skin again. All right, pretty cool. Love it and love it some more. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got all the garlic in here, and then I'm going to use this little prep bowl that I had my garlic in. Comes with a lid. These come in a set of 6. Has a lid. You can stack it. Measure markings will not ever rub off. And so what I'll do is I think maybe I'll just kind of quarter this onion, and then I will throw the onion in here. Just like that. Maybe I need my 2 cup, and then I'll just push that down over so we don't get stinky in our fridge, okay? The next thing is I'm gonna get rid of all of this here, and I can just use this these cutting mats. These come in a set of 3, and I can just throw it into a pot or bowl, or guess what? Right into the trash can, okay? So that's easy too. I love doing these for cheese, and then you put it in one of our glass dishes, works amazing for that. And then that way you don't have to worry about trying to get that out, okay? Get it off and takes a million years for that. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my favorite things, which is our small mix and scraper, and I'm gonna throw this onion down in here. I feel like it was a lot of onion. I'm just gonna put that much, okay? So we're gonna give it a whirl. We're gonna mix it around. Oh my gosh, this smells so darn good. I cannot even tell you. Got the garlic and the onion and the celery. We're cooking that up just for a few minutes. I think that's probably enough onion. Maybe we'll throw a teeny bit more. Okay, there we go. And then we can save that for later as well in a bigger prep bowl. I'll grab that. But what we want to do now is we're going to do some carrots. I always buy them like this. I'm going to use my shears. These come apart for easy cleaning. They also have a lifetime warranty, y'all. Okay, and then it's got a little matchy thing here that I think is really great to use for opening up, seasonings and that kind of thing. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so another quick tip there. Boom, look at how sharp that is. So we're gonna do about maybe 2 cups. Here's our bigger prep bowl I was telling you about. And I think it's saying that that's done. Okay, whoop, I think I lost one. All right, so let's turn that off right now. And then we're going to go ahead and slice up some of these carrots in our Rapid Prep mandolin. Twix-It clips are amazing. They come in all different colors. This is my older one, but these come in a set of 10. Twix-It clips, love those. You can use that for cinching up any bags or anything like that. Okay? All right, so we've got our Rapid Prep mandolin. Oh my gosh, this thing is incredible. If you do a lot of slicing, dicing, chopping, they say it's the #1 time, takes time in the kitchen. I will tell you, you gotta get this. So there's 3 different settings here on top. So you can slice, you can do like a French fry cut or julienne. So you could do it thick or thin, and then this will even tell you really thick or really thin with the dial down here, okay? I'm gonna do it kind of thick. We'll go about 5 of 5, and we'll do just a slice on this, which is that solid one right there, okay? And then open it up. It's got these little feet on here to suction on your countertop, which is really awesome. So it has all these safety features. I'm gonna go ahead and put this tray right down inside in the back, so it's gonna catch everything. Also another safety feature, turn it up, down, all good. My hand, if it's on the bottom, I can put my hand in there. If it's on the top, I can put my hand there. I don't need to put my hand in there though. I'm gonna go ahead and put this here, and then you're gonna see this actually will do soft or hard foods. Potato, sweet potato, let's see, carrots, things like that, onions, right? We're gonna start throwing all of these down here and watch how darn quick this is. My hand is going nowhere near the blade. I'm just gonna pop it. Oh my goodness pie, hang on. I just uncinched it here. Boom, okay, I should do that. So boom, boom, slicing up those carrots. I am liking the size of this. I'm also liking that there's different shapes on here a little bit. So it's all good. We can just bump it in there. Boom, boom. Ta-da! So cool. Yes, yes. You might want to eat some of those too. That's pretty good for you, right? So we're going to dump in the carrots now. Yumness. All right, boom. And then the only other thing we're gonna do is the chicken, okay? So this is also all dishwasher safe too, okay? So the chicken, we're gonna use our Close and Cut. Oh my gosh, favorite product, one of the top 10 for me. Close and Cut, because I do not like to touch this chicken. I'm gonna use our tongs. We have different sizes of these as well. It's got the spring form here. We'll get this big giant chunk of chicken here, and we'll use the knife that it comes with. It comes with the sleeve as well. So boom, if you just push it like that across, then you're going to be able to fillet the chicken that quick and easy. Oh my sauce, right? So quick, right? We'll do it one more time just so you can be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just did that. Okay, this is also great for bagels or grape tomatoes, grapes. You can do things like, I can't think off the top of my head right now, olives, stuff like that, okay? All dishwasher safe as well. I'm gonna trim it up a little bit because we've got some fat on there. So we're gonna take that off, easy peasy with this coated knife. This coated knife, you can get it this way, or you can actually get it in a set. I I think you can still. This looks like a wonky, ugly piece. We're gonna get rid of that as well. So you notice I'm not touching any of this, all right? So we trim this stuff up. We don't need all of that stuff in our soup, right? Okay, and some people like it for the extra flavor perhaps, but I'm gonna take it on out. I'm gonna do my best here just to trim it up. You guys can see that this knife is pretty darn sharp, so we can just get rid of that easy peasy. We've got a couple other yuckness going on here, so let's take that away as well. And then we're going to dump this in to our pot. And I think we're gonna set this just for about 6 minutes. Isn't that crazy? Why can't I get this off? Hang on. There we go, we got it now. I think we got it. I think we got it. That fat is just a little pesky, right? Okay, so there we go. And we'll take this off too. We need that. So trim it. And then the only other thing we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to put all of this in our multi-cooker, and then we are going to cook it for just about 6 minutes or so. It doesn't take very long at all, okay? After it's cooked, we're gonna go ahead and get this chicken out, and we're gonna chomp it up, okay? So just to show you, I always love this. Our leak-proof gas containers are awesome, super leak-proof. Nothing comes out, even if you have like the 3 sizes, they all mess together. But what I love to do is I love to use my dry erase, and then I'm gonna put what the heck is on there, and then I'm going to put the date here. So I can freeze this or put it in the fridge, but I know how long it's been in there, so you don't have to worry about anything going bad or you waited too long or anything like that, right? Okay. All right, perfect. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna add 1 carton of broth. So we're gonna throw that in the mix next. And then the only other thing we're gonna do is put some pasta, right? So I love to use lasagna noodles. So I use lasagna noodles because they're nice and thick. So I like to do that. So I have them sitting in a Pampered Chef towel. Did you guys know we sell towels? These are amazing. I love this thing. It's my go-to. So I got some lasagna noodles in there, and if you use the towel, then you can kind of munch it up without making a mess, okay? So we're just gonna munch it up like that, and we're going to have some big, nice pieces of pasta in our, I missed one, there we go. I'm gonna put it right in here in our soup. Sound good, sound good? Maybe a little bit more. All right, we're pretty good. Okay, so we can take that towel, and then we just throw it in like that. We might want to give it a little spin. All right, so I'll do a little, let's see here. We got this guy. This was pretty fun. So we're gonna go ahead and just give it a mix right in there. We gotta get the pasta noodles down in the liquid. So that's how it's looking so far. And then we're gonna set it for that 6 minutes. Okay, sound good, sound good? So we're gonna take this off, put it on, boom. And we're gonna set it to custom, okay? So we're already on custom up there, no? Custom. All right, we're gonna press the button, take it down to 6. 6 minutes, that's kind of crazy, right? 6 minutes, press it, and that is it. When we bring it out, then we're gonna bring it out in just a minute, all right? Thanks for watching.